we're in, the position we're in. I think Maine's, battled back from a slow start. They're obviously playing pretty well. They're in a position now to make some couple of key wins that puts them right back in the hunt. That being said, it's just going to be a battle all weekend. We know that. And, we like playing up there. It's an exciting place to play. So we're looking forward to the weekend.
You've done well up there in recent years. What's the secret?
We've had some pretty good teams. So obviously, we had a run there where we didn't win, and once we get over that, I think everybody kind of relaxed and played. So, but I do know this: it doesn't make any difference what your record was, your previous record was. It's all about right now, and it'll be real important for us this weekend, especially if we want to stay where we're at and not finishing at the top of the league. So it's going to be a big weekend for us.
You talk about having some pretty good teams that have gone up there to play, but I mean, except for the last year or two, they've had some good teams as well. Does it say maybe your guys get up for this weekend or this trip or these games up in Orono?
I would say yes. I think if you would ask the guys as to what one of the favorite places to play, Orono's definitely one. Obviously the new rink at BU, we've had some success, but just the atmosphere up in Maine. They're on top of you at Maine. With the balcony and the fans and the noise level there, and there's always been some pretty good battles here, so this will be another great experience playing there.
Where have they improved since you guys saw them in November?
I think the goaltending, obviously Darwin's made a difference, but they settled that down. I think they were struggling back and forth with the goaltending early on, and he's obviously become the goalie. Nyquist, he's been a player for him, but I think they've got some other players now that have stepped up. Szymanski's another good player for him, and they're always a threat back there in defense. And the power play is always very good. It's a great rink to have a good power play. Just a lot of stuff happens. They shoot the puck hard. They like to shoot from the point. The rink fits well with that philosophy.
It is one of my favorite places to play, especially just because of the student section and the atmosphere it brings, and being this time of year, and both teams are having success. The fans are going to be into it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is it intimidating in any sense, and what do you guys have to do to play well there?
It's a little intimidating, especially in warm-ups when you get a puck thrown down from the stands on us. So, but it's a small rink, fast ice, so it's going to be a physical game. But no, we're looking forward to it.
Coach said keeping your composure is a big thing when you play there. Is that how you see it?
It definitely can be, especially if we get into you don't want to get into penalty trouble. That's kind of I think what he means by keeping your composure and not letting the atmosphere take its place and get over you and get into penalty trouble that way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that said, you've never lost a game up there, so does that speak to the way you guys prepare for that or execute or treat the trips up to Maine?
I didn't even know we had won every game up there since I've been here, but I think we just kind of take it as another game, except obviously there's a big rivalry there, and it's gone back a long time, so it's always fun to when Coach talks about kind of the disliking of Maine and stuff, it makes it a little more special to play.
I doubt you grew up with much hate for Maine in this country.
No, it's a little harder for me to answer that question.
Have you, how quickly does it develop when you come here?
You can definitely see it, especially the first time we played them with the older guys and seniors and the intensity that they bring in the physical play, and they're kind of in your face the whole game. So it definitely comes out that way.
What about the team itself? Like Maine, they're certainly having a better year than they have the last couple. Just from anything you've seen on film or watch, what are they doing better?
Well, we haven't played them in a while, and we haven't watched film on them yet this week. But they're always a physical team, and they've had a good year so far. So it's going to be, and they want to finish up their year good and try to make a push in the playoffs as well as we do. So it's going to be a real good game. 2 games.
Yeah, just means a couple of guys got to step up this weekend, and should be fine. But it's just going to be a little adversity that we got to come through, and I think we should be fine.
Well, what about playing at Alphon? What's the key to playing well up there? You guys have done pretty well
Yeah,
in recent years.
just keep our foot on the pedal and just play our game up there, and it's a fun place to play at for me personally. I like to play up there, but I think the team will, the younger guys, when they see the rink and see the atmosphere, they'll step it up a little, and that brings everyone's game up, and I think that's why I think our team's been successful there, and I think we just do that this year. We should be fine, and just hungry for these 2 games. So.
Do you say anything to the freshmen to get them kind of ready for what they're in for up there? Or?
I don't think anything you say can get them ready for it, but we just tell them that it's a little different up there. Every part of the game is different up there and off the ice too. So we try to tell them just to be ready for it, but they'll experience it. No, I'm sure they'll like it and have some fun.
Did you remember your first game up there?
Yeah, it was exciting. Just the fans right on top of you, and I feel like just playing a little harder because it's college hockey. That's college hockey. I feel like that's the type of rink it is.
Coach talked about the importance of keeping your composure. Is it more difficult to do that?
It's definitely hard to do, but if we do that, I think we do well. I know one game we went up there, had a bunch of penalties, but I think the hardest thing is definitely keeping our composure. But if we do, we know that they'll get a little crazy, because that's the type of team they are. They just like to battle and try to get inside the other team's heads. But if we can stay composed, we should be fine.
Seems like when Maine's going good, things have a tendency to snowball. They can score a goal, and that can lead to a penalty and then a power play goal, and the game can change. You guys haven't really experienced it that much because you've got success up there, but there's a danger.
Yeah,
in the way to play.
Definitely. Anytime something like that can happen, it's just you got to be ready for it. And Maine is just a whole different atmosphere than any other rink. I feel like you just got to stay out of the box, and that won't happen.